Welcome back. Here's where you left off. Spoilers ahead for chapters 1 through 3 of My Buddy Gave Me a Starship by Myles Christensen. So Leonard, I have a simple question for you. Would you give me a starship?
No.
Okay, it's okay. I wouldn't give you one either. Because
I can fly a starship. Can you fly a starship? I can physically fly it. So I'm good.
It's like
I'm trustworthy.
Like your buddy finds this starship. He shows it to you in a barn, and you're like, dude, this is like one of those things that like it's a bro code. You just bring me in on this, right? Come on, man. Like,
if I have a starship and bring you in, and in my last resort to show you my starship, I must be very desperate. I'm just saying, should I give you the ability to have a starship? Maybe not.
But look at it from the other side of the coin. Like, Mitch is having a bad day. He got fired. Gabe is like, what's the one thing I can do to cheer my buddy up? Oh, let's show my interstellar starship.
So theoretically, my buddy did not give him. His buddy did not give him a starship. He got into a starship because someone's trying to kill him.
I know. But I'm being fair here about this. I mean, technically, he was trying to. The title should be, I tried to cheer my buddy up with a starship and then died. Like, that's the title of the book.
The better yet is, someone's trying to kill me, so I got into a starship and left Earth. It's literally that's what it is. He just left Earth. Okay. Either way, let's start from the beginning here. So,
sure.
Mitch got fired for being there for work for a while because he was doing one work, then he got promoted, and he screwed that. Well, he had a quote unquote an accident. That's why he got fired, because they gave him several chances, like some people we know, and now he's. The next day that he's like, hey, yeah, cool, I'll go check out you, go visit you. Next, you saw the starship. They took off, they landed, and the next day, his buddy's dead. He got into the starship and left Earth, right? And
so my question is he having a better day by the end of the day or a worse day? Because
that's a good question.
He starts off his day. He gets fired. He goes, has lunch with his buddy. His buddy shows him a starship. His buddy is killed, and then he takes off in the starship. I'm not sure whether we consider this a good arc of the day or not.
That's actually a very good question to ask. That's a very good question. Very good question. Period. Is he having a better day after getting fired, or is he getting a better day? Took off to another solar system, and thinking that the alien speaks English. How dumb are you? Thinking that
this is
aliens
Star Trek,
from
dude.
another
Star
planet
Trek.
speaks English. That was the weirdest and most frustrating. I'm more annoyed that this person is human than yeah. I know some people think everyone speaks English because no one does. And this human thinking everyone in the universe speaks English. So it's kind of like, it's like, the first thing I'm literally going to ask if I go to another alien planet is like, the first thing in my head is like, this person does not speak the language I'm speaking. But I'm just going to pretend.
I have a question for you. I have a real pro question for you. This is interesting because there was that scene where he's coming down the ramp and he's like, I'm the first human on another planet. Should I say something memorable or something? What would you say, Leonard? Like, what would you say?
Leonard has arrived. Come worship me.
I would be like, I come in peace for all humanity. Suck it, Neil Armstrong.
Suck it, Neil Armstrong. What is this, The Martian? But yeah. So, what do you think so far in the first 3 chapters?
I found it. I was going to ask you before we sort of got into that kind of thing. What do you think about the character of Tara?
The AI?
That's
just weird. That's just really weird.
Have you asked your wife yet? You're like, look, if I found an alien starship and made a copy of you to represent your personality when you were like 16, is that okay with you? Like, you got to ask her that question. Just see how that goes.
It's
down.
weird. Like, I don't have to ask that question because it's already weird. It's like, I understand that you miss your dead wife, your wife, so many years. You guys are sweethearts since high school. I understand all that, but if you ending up recreating the person that you married and passed away from cancer, and you program the AI to look like her in high school, and you're like in your 30s, there's other deep shit things happening with the author than the storyline. I'm just saying, this thing can go sideways pretty fast. I'm saying that out
you're
right now.
referring to the author, Myles Christensen. You're referring to him like,
I'm going straight there right now, Derek, based on what I'm reading. Remember, a book is written by the author, and the author is writing based on his imagination and based on his experience. I'm just saying.
We'd love to interview you about this. We'd love to interview you about this because Leonard's comments.
I'm just saying, based on my Google doctoring degree, that there's some issue there that I want to like. There's, in other words, there's a lot more. There's a lot to unpack in that side, and that the whole interaction and all that stuff is just weird. It's just me. Do you think it's kind of weird?
I didn't think of it as well. I thought of it as weird, but maybe not in the way you were thinking of as weird. The argument in the book is that, and this is how this is how Myles gets around it. He's like, well, all the videos are from when she was 16 or whatever, so that's what the AI had to work with to make the most realistic image of her. So that's how he's getting around the weirdness factor, by the way.
What, they don't have videos in their wedding?
Well, no, like the amount of videos that it can emulate her appearance or whatever are mostly from when she's a teenager, and so forth. So that I accepted that. I was okay with that. I mean,
in theory,
I was like,
I'm okay with that too, but in reality, it's just weird, man.
You go and ask your wife about that and see what you.
I'm gonna ask her. She's gonna say the same thing. It's weird. It's like freaking Epstein weird, man. So I'm just saying. Okay, let's move on. Just said that.
We had to cover that. Yeah.
Okay, so what do you think about the first two chapters beside the weird AI thing?
I had many questions, I guess, is my first thought. It felt a little, I want to use the word generic. That's not really fair. But I had lots of questions. Okay, let's talk about, how do you get a big old ship into your barn, even if it crashed on your property, first off, because John Deere's probably doesn't make anything that's going to pull it, that far or whatever. Number one. Number two, it's unlikely in this day and age that the military wouldn't find it. Number three, the aliens came to actually get it back, and they came in broad daylight. So it's like, well, sure, no one saw the big alien spaceship land or whatever. And the argument is they're in like a rural area, which I will accept. Sure, no problem. Third thing, you have an AI who's damaged. Sure, I can believe that. No problem. Four, they're apparently in a starfighter. Basically, a starfire is what they call it.
That's
and
an
it's like some
type of ship it is, yes.
Yeah, so, but it has a cargo bay with a bunch of food and a bunch of medical supplies and all kinds of stuff. So is it a long range fighter or something? Like, I don't really get what that is. And then by the end of the third chapter, we're starting to talk about having money and how much money you have and so forth to be able to do other things and do an investigation. And the AI is sort of like this dumbfounded, like, oh, maybe I should have told you that all the time. Do we have a rail gun? Oh, yeah, we do. No problem. You need money.
I do have some comments on what you just said.
I have lots of questions here.
Yeah. Okay. So let me ask an additional question. Okay. You said that you mentioned that there's food and medical supplies in the cargo hold for the crew. Okay. how does he know the food is edible for himself? Like he can actually eat it. Like alien
totally
food, 99% of the time they're not compatible with your digestive system. I'm just saying.
Dude,
okay, that's one.
90% of mushrooms on this planet are poisonous to humans, and people still eat them.
Exactly. I know. The humans are the most dumbest species in the world anyway, so it's fine. Okay, the next question I have is you just said the AI is like, oh yeah, I should tell you about that. I should tell you about it. I can actually answer that very, very, very positively correct. The AI is made by aliens that was programmed originally, letting the AI know, yes, the aliens runs the ship, knows this already, like weapons, right? The AI automatically presume that the crew knows that there's weapons in the ship. So I understand all that. That's a very forgiving sort of feel to it. Okay, I have no problems with that whatsoever. I do have a problem with the logistics of putting humans on a alien ship, thinking that everything is compatible. Right, and the author literally made in the chapters like the aliens are human-like beings. That literally became the most laziest way of writing an alien, in my opinion. Laziest way.
I agree. I'm gonna give it. I think his description was they looked human, but their skin was a little different color and the hair was a weird color. I think that was the description that was made about the alien guy.
That's fine, but their compatibility of their food and their breathing, their air, 100% the same.
Actually, that's the funnier part. I'm like, so you step out onto this alien planet without asking the AI, "Can I breathe the air?"
Exactly. It'll be a lot more. Like the dumbness of the character thinking that they speak English, I can somewhat forgive. The thing that I can't forgive and annoys the crap out of me is when they open the doors into this alien world and the guys start breathing. It'll be a lot more realistic when the guys start choking because he can't breathe the air. Right? And that'd be like, oh, cool, makes a lot more sense now. Right? And yeah, so there's a lot of questions that both of us are asking that the answers are so a 5-year-old can actually answer. What? And okay, let me phrase this. If I tell this story to my nieces and nephew that's way younger than anybody else I know, the youngest one is 7. If you tell him the story, the first thing he's going to literally ask you, how can he breathe in outer space in a different planet? If that gets questioned by a 7-year-old, that tells me this book could be potentially I'm already judging this book based on the first 2 chapters.
I'm not. Well, the thing that I'm not too sure about is this. So, in the first few chapters, we have him leaving Earth because he's being attacked. Okay, fair enough. Then the argument is, get us out of here. They jump him to this other solar system. It was the only one, the closest one in the logs or the system or whatever. That's why we jumped there. And then, the aliens, whoever are there, there's a bunch of different aliens. And he's like, he's approaching it from the fact of, I want the authorities to investigate. How do you know that aliens have law enforcement? Maybe it's, the predator mentality of the best guy wins kind of thing. You don't know what it is,
Yes.
So,
yeah, you do. You made a very good point there. You made an excellent point. Okay, let's start from the beginning. Your buddy found a spaceship, okay, landed in his farm. Let's not talk about the logistics because that's just going to frustrate both of us. Other aliens comes in, try to take the ship. Understandable. He got into the ship, took off to escape. Fine. Then you go to another planet. Fine. Everything's, in my opinion, still pretty good. Okay, despite the weird shit in the middle. That's fine. That works perfectly. It makes a lot more sense in a sci-fi book, right? Especially storytelling. For him to say, we need to talk to the authority. I was like, who? Starfleet? the Federation.
I was like, yeah. I mean, I'm thankful they didn't say
Are we going to
that.
fly to Coruscant? I don't know.
Well, actually, it's funny you say that, because when they were going down the plan, like called like the traffic control and all that, I thought about Coruscant. That's what I was thinking about when he's landing and seeing all the aliens and everything. I'm like, he's on Coruscant. That's the exact thought that I had. I'm like, like, don't get information about the city or whatever. Just land and just walk off, like, without a plan. Like, let's just walk off. Like, maybe it's a culture of, like, the first guy off a ship, you eat him, and that's politeness there. Who the frick knows? Like, get some information from the AI before you go anywhere. Like, come on.
Exactly. It's like, what is he, Obi-Wan Kenobi, and just show up on a planet? It's just really, it's like, there's a lot. As you know, I'm very forgiving in storytelling here, and I'm really, really having trouble forgiving some of the what's the best way to describe it without being insulting? What's the best way to describe this, Derek? I don't want to be too insulting because it's only the first 3 chapters.
It's true. I don't know, but you do you.
I don't feel like the world and the interaction between the humans and the aliens sort of flushed out. It feels like everyone in the world has the same way of breathing and the same way of eating. The only difference is the way of their language, right? And I'm hoping that they'll answer this closer to the the next 6 chapters, right? But at the same time, if some of the questions we have that we ask together, we both ask answers, I'll be a lot happier. I can actually I will take that answer as real, right? But if you tell me right now that the aliens breed and eat the same foods as humans and did not get fixed throughout the book, I have a massive issue with that because it just doesn't make any sense, right? Even any sci-fi movies and books, especially humans going to space for the first time, the first thing they're going to ask themselves is, can we eat the food? Can we breathe the same air? Right? It's like saying humans. Yeah. It's like saying fishmen or mermaids are in the water, and the human from the surface went down, opened the door. Oh, I can breathe the water now. It's exactly the same concept that this book is portraying right now. So it's just me.
Well, let me ask you this then. Okay, so the thing that's bothering me a bit is this idea that he needs to get money and to sell everything and so forth on the ship and sort of get some money. But my problem is this AI is supposedly from some culture. Don't know if it's that planet that they landed on or whatever. And for some reason, the alien guy that was flying it is dead now because he got shot down or whatever. And the problem I have is that the alien itself, you don't have enough information to start making the choices that you're doing right now. And I think the author wanted to make the AI not have information as a way of revealing stuff as the story went on. But for me, it's kind of putting me in a closet going, I need more information, where some authors, they dump technical information on you so quickly, and other they just give it to you over time. But I think in this context, I need more information about maybe they don't use money. You don't know. I mean, the AI says they use money, I guess is my point, but you don't know what the purpose is. Like, maybe these alien guys are going to come after you. They'll just find you in a public place or something like that, like where you landed or whatever. You don't know why they're chasing you. You don't know, like, so you go to the authorities. Maybe your guy who died, the alien guy, was a baddie. You don't know. Maybe you stole the Starship and you're going to go to jail. We have no information here, right?
Yeah, no, exactly. For me, that's the other problem as well too. And I understand the desperate of paying, right? And currency going to an alien planet, or even going to a different country. You need to pay for things, and if you don't have money, you have to start you have to do barter or sell a service, right? And in this case, he wants to sell food, and the AI literally had to tell him that you don't want to sell too much food, or else you're not going to eat anything. And he's like, "Oh yeah, good point." I'm like, "You dumbass."
Don't even know if you eat this stuff. You don't even know if you eat this stuff yet.
Yeah, you're a dumbass. It's literally, the guy's a dumbass. So the AI is stopping him. So that's a good thing. The AI is doing the right thing. So the AI is saying, hey, you can't sell all this stuff because you do need to eat. So that's fine. No issues there. And so now we are now we're at the last part of the chapter 3 is he's trying to figure out how to make money so he can report to the cops so that he can pay the cops to do the work. Right, and that was kind of interesting. The cops like, "Oh, we can do this. You can tell them to investigate, but you have to pay for it." Okay, cool. Maybe that's how they work. That's fine. I have no problems with that. But after that, the AI literally says, "Well, we're not even sure they have the jurisdiction to investigate outside their world." I'm like, "Yeah, you're a dumbass." I was like,
yeah,
every
like
time we move into one
on
thing
your ship, yeah.
Yeah. So one thing, every time common sense kicks in, and the guy was just like, "Oh yeah, you're right." I'm like, I know you're stressed that your buddy just died. I know you're stressed that you're in another planet. I know you're stressed because an alien is trying to go after you guys, after him. That's fine. I understand the stress level, but you're a dumbass. I'm sorry. The character is an idiot, right? And if that's the intent of the writer, that's fine. But the frustration level is there. So I'm not sure if you feel the same frustration level as me, or I'm just frustrated because the guy's an idiot, or what. It's right now the first chapter is just weird.
Come on, he just got fired. Come on, be sensitive. He just got fired.
Based on the timeline right now, he got fired from a job that he doesn't really like a day ago or 2 days ago. I think being fired on Earth versus being out of space being chased by aliens are two different things now. That's a long time ago.
So really, we only have two characters. We have Mitch and Tara, which is funny because Gabe's dead. So
yes,
and I would find this interesting. I would say to Tara, I'd be like, "Can you transfer your AI into Gabe? Because that's my buddy, and you're like, his dead ex-wife who I was friends with when I was a teenager or whatever. And maybe it's creepy. Who knows? Like." Because they don't seem to be getting along, even though like he should know Tara very well. Like that's another weird thing.
Yeah, remember his relationship with Tara is from high school all the way to when they got married. This relationship with the AI Tara is only in high school, a very snippets of high school. So he already said several times that like, yeah, I remember this. This is definitely Tara in high school, right? And he was aware of that already, because at the beginning when he introduced him, when Tara was introduced, it's like, oh my God, this is your girlfriend your wife in high school mode, right? And he already said several times, my relationship with Tara in high school is completely different than my relationship when they were older. And this relationship feels like going back in time, right? And he even said several times, oh, there's Tara's sarcastic comments. Right, and that's why I have this feeling that's why their relationship is kind of weird, and that's fine. That actually makes a lot of sense. Like no problems with that because it makes a lot of sense that way, right? But I'm hoping that relationship changed a bit more sort of like right now he's treating Tara AI as a child rather than the same age level that he knows her before she passed. Right, so I'm hoping that it will change a bit. I'm hoping that it changes big time. Hopefully, it's a lot easier to swallow the storyline, because right now it's just hard to. So
where do you think it's going to go then? What's going to happen next few chapters?
That's actually a very good question to ask, because based on what I've read so far, I'm hoping that he smartened up and it's like, oh my gosh, yeah, we can't use this planet's police force to investigate my buddy being killed on Earth by an alien. You know, there's gonna be a lot more questions to be asked if Mitch goes to the authorities and say, hey, this is what happened. I was like, who the hell are you? Where are you from? We don't know this planet. We have zero way to investigate this, so now get out. What's he going to do next?
I think if this becomes just a basic, like, murder investigation plot line, I'm not going to be very happy with it. I mean, that's my concern right now.
Oh, my God. I wasn't thinking... I was not thinking that way. Now I am. I have a feeling this is going to be a very weird revenge sort of like John Wick style revenge in sci-fi mode. So I'm hoping it's not going to be that way. How about you? What do you expect for the next?
Is Gabe the dog in this? Like,
Gabe is the dog in this one. Oh my God, that's so sad. Okay, what do you think? What's going to happen next?
I just said I think we're going to do a murder investigation.
I thought you were just making a comment on you're hoping it's like a murder investigation.
I think that's where we're going, buddy. I mean, that seems we're gonna scrounge up some money, bribe a cop or pay a cop or something, and have a guy be like, "So we got to go to Earth. I got to go to the slums," you know.
If your theory is correct, if the alien going back to Earth, did he really still? If this guy goes back to Earth,
you hate it because it's plausible, don't you? You hate that.
I hate it because it's possible. It's plausible. If he goes back to Earth and investigate, oh yeah, you're right. It is a murder. It's a murder, and the corporate is this guy. We should be done by next week. Like, if that's the plot for the next 3 chapters, I'm definitely voting to stop this book. So. I'm just putting out there right now. If the result of the next 3 chapters, if the investigator, if he ends up convincing the investigator to investigate, goes to Earth and says, "Yo, it is murder, and this is the people who killed them." Yeah, we're just gonna go try to arrest them. I'm done. I'm literally gonna stop reading the book.
Let's hope for more than that then. Okay. Join us next time as we review chapters 4 through 6 of My Buddy Gave Me a Starship by Myles Christensen. Thank you for joining us today. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and share a review. We love to hear from you. Send us an email at yourbookmarksinfo@gmail.com. Join us again right here where you left off.